Hi, my name's Amanda, and I'm so glad that you clicked on this video. So I have something called Aphantasia, which is the inability to visualize in my mind's eye. And I also have something called SDAM, which stands for self-deficient autobiographical memory. And I possibly might even have a late autism diagnosis, which I am going to get into on this channel. But today, this video is going to be all about SDAM and what exactly it is. So it is actually one that was kind of hard. When I first heard about it, it was like, oh my gosh, that sounds like me, but not. So, cat's trying to get in. Cat does not want to be in. Cat wants the door to be open. Anyway, so the first person that I read about SDAM had a very severe case of it, and she has her memory is super short. So it's almost like, what's that movie, 50 First Dates? It's like she just constantly is forgetting what happened even the day before. Luckily, my memory lasts a little longer. That's why at first I wasn't even sure if I had SDAM. But the more that this is a new kind of thing that scientists and neuropsychologists are studying, and they are realizing that just like a lot of neurodivergencies, there is a spectrum. So there are people who really, they wake up the next day and their memories from the day before are gone. And then there's people like me who a lot of times certain memories will be gone from the day before, but not always. It is something that I'm still learning and kind of exploring about. But basically, reason why I do feel like I have SDAM is that people with SDAM report that they do not relive memories and they do not experience their memories in first person. So if there's something that I recall from my childhood, I'm not actually recalling the event that happened, but I'm recalling maybe a story about it that I've told over and over, and it is like reading a police report or a list of facts. There's no emotional tie to it. I'm not putting myself back into that memory to kind of like have the emotional, the smells, the sounds, the sights. It is, okay, yes, when I was a kid, I lived at this house. There's no, I'm not in the memory in first person. So that is one of the big keystones of SDAM. And I also will not be able to remember things that I don't take specific note of. So for instance, if I go to a party, let's say, and I'm talking to somebody, I can have an entire conversation with them, and then I can come home and somebody would ask me, oh, what were they wearing? And I would not be able to tell you unless while I was at the party, I made sure to take note, oh, this person was wearing these clothes. And that's kind of where it ties in with Aphantasia a little bit. There's a lot of people who have Aphantasia that report they also have SDAM and vice versa, but not everybody, so that's kind of interesting. But because I can't visualize, so a lot of times what people would do, and this is how police sketch people work, you can kind of close your eyes and put yourself back into that memory of being at the party and close your eyes and then visualize the person and then describe what they were wearing. But because I can't see images in my mind's eye, if I close my eyes and think about the party, I'm going to think maybe about some of the conversations that we might have had, but I'm not going to be able to visualize what they were wearing unless I specifically take note of it. Anything that I say to myself in my head or specifically make sure that I'm pointing out, then it's more likely that will stay with me. And anything that I writing down, not anything, it just helps if I write stuff down. I know this sounds really confusing. I'm gonna have more videos with much more examples. I just kind of wanted to give a little bit of a highlight about what SDAM is and kind of share my experience. Check out my first video that I posted about Aphantasia yesterday, And make sure you ask any questions below, because questions will definitely help me be able to have things to kind of answer for you. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.